Describe your first day at school that you remember.
I'd like to talk about my first day at university, which I still remember very clearly because it was both exciting and a little stressful. My university is in Ho Chi Minh City, and at that time, I had just moved there from my hometown to start a new chapter of my life. On that day, I woke up early and got dressed carefully because I wanted to make a good first impression. I used Google Maps to find my way to the campus, but since it was my first time in such a big city, I wasn't familiar with the streets. Unfortunately, I took the wrong bus and ended up getting lost, just like the time I got lost on my way to the IELTS test. I started to panic because I didn't know anyone, and my phone battery was almost dead. Luckily, I met a kind student on the street who noticed I looked confused. She showed me the right direction and even walked with me to the school gate. Thanks to her, I arrived just in time for the orientation session. That day I felt a mix of emotions, nervous, tired, but also proud of myself for handling the situation on my own. It was my first real experience living independently in the city, and even though it started with a small mistake, it became a memory I'll never forget. It taught me to be more careful, confident, and prepared whenever I go somewhere new.
What would parents prepare when their kids go to school on the first day?
Parents usually prepare school supplies like notebooks, pencils, and uniforms. They also help their children pack lunch or snacks and remind them to be polite and confident. Some parents even walk their kids to school on the first day to make them feel safe and comfortable in a new environment.
How do children socialize with each other?
Children usually socialize by playing games, talking, and sharing toys or stories. At school, they make friends during break time or group activities. Social media and online games also help older children connect, but face-to-face interaction is still the best way for them to build real friendships.
Is socialization important for children?
Yes, socialization is very important for children because it helps them develop communication skills, confidence, and empathy. When they interact with others, they learn how to cooperate, share, and solve problems. These skills are useful not only in school, but also later in life.
What are the reasons for job change?
People change jobs for many reasons, such as better salary, career growth, or a healthier work environment. Some also want to gain new experience or escape from stress and pressure at their current job. Changing jobs can help people find something that matches their skills and goals better.
Are big companies better than small companies? Why?
Both have advantages. Big companies often offer higher salaries, better training, and more job security. However, small companies can be more flexible and allow employees to learn many different tasks. It really depends on what a person values more, stability or creativity.
What are the advantages and disadvantages coming along with changing jobs?
The advantage of changing jobs is gaining new experience, higher pay, and a fresh work environment. It can also improve motivation. However, the disadvantages include the risk of instability, adapting to new colleagues, and losing seniority or benefits from the previous job.
Describe a time when you told your friend an important truth.
I'd like to talk about a time when I told my close friend an important truth about his lifestyle. He's also preparing for the IELTS exam like me, but I noticed that he often stayed up very late at night, sometimes until 2 or 3 a.m., either playing games or studying. The next morning, he always looked exhausted, couldn't focus, and often complained that his study results weren't improving. One day after class, I decided to talk to him honestly. I told him that staying up late might seem productive, but it actually makes things worse. I shared my own experience, how I used to do the same thing until I realized it made me tired and less efficient. I suggested that he try going to bed earlier and waking up early to study instead. I said that a fresh mind in the morning is much better than a sleepy one at midnight. At first, he was a bit quiet and didn't say much. I could tell he was surprised because no one had ever told him that directly before. But after a few days, he texted me and said he tried sleeping early and felt much better the next day. He could focus more and study faster. I think it was important to tell him the truth because sometimes people don't realize how their habits affect them until someone points it out. I'm glad I spoke up, not to criticize him, but because I truly wanted to help my friend live and study in a healthier way.
Do you think we should tell the truth at all times?
I think we should tell the truth most of the time because honesty builds trust and good relationships. However, in some cases, telling the truth directly might hurt someone's feelings, so it's better to speak gently or keep things private. The key is to be honest but also thoughtful.
How do you know when others are telling lies?
It's not always easy, but sometimes you can tell when someone is lying by their body language. They might avoid eye contact, speak nervously, or give unclear answers. Also, their story may change when you ask the same question again.
Sometimes people should tell lies. Do you agree?
Yes, I'd agree that sometimes telling small lies can be acceptable, especially to protect someone's feelings or avoid conflict. For example, saying, "Your cooking tastes good," even if it doesn't, can make someone feel happy. As long as the lie doesn't harm anyone, it can be understandable.
Do you think it's more important to win a game or follow the rules in sports?
I think following the rules is more important than just winning. Winning through cheating has no real value, while playing fairly shows respect and sportsmanship. True success comes from effort and honesty, not from breaking the rules.